So your wrists are right below your shoulders and your knees are right below your hips. So we're coming into our all fours position. Good. Curl your toes on the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Think about pulling your belly button towards the up into the ceiling. So your belly button lifts up so much that your knees hover over the mat, 1 inch off of the mat. So your knees are floating right now. Good. Let's hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to tap those knees on the mat and we're going to come right back up. Lift, tap, and lift. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. Gentle, small movement. Make sure that you're lifting through your core, not by lifting your legs. So you really want to squeeze those abdominal muscles. Oh, getting yourself warmed up for the next exercises. Good. Keep that soft bend in your elbows to prevent injuries. Let's do 3 more. 3 and 2 and 1. Now hold it here. We're going to switch your knees, both of your knees to the left side, twist slowly, and now switching your knees to the both of your knees to the right side. So you are moving slowly, both of your knees off of the mat. Continue rotating. Let me check on you guys. Good. Left and right. And as you do this, try to think of you're moving in a really deep sea water. So you're moving with some resistance. Let's go for 2 more each side. Twist and twist. Good. Nice form, guys. And last one. Take a quick breather. Shake your wrists. Roll your shoulders. Nice. So your bodies are warmed up now. Coming into all fours one more time. This time, we're gonna go for some balance exercise. So I want you to go ahead and float that left leg off of the mat. Good, and you don't have to go way high. Let's not sacrifice our neutral spine. That's one of the key things that Pilates really emphasizes. So let's keep the neutral spine, belly button pulled in, but just peel off one leg. And as you do this, try to feel the different weights in your palms. Are you pressing both of your palms onto the mat with the same weight? So try to feel that balance. As you do this, you're going to slowly peel off the opposite arm and come into a bird dog. Good. Now, let's check our posture. So your hips are squared and parallel to the ground. Your wrist is right below your shoulder. And we're really lifting through that core, pulling your belly into the spine. Inhale, we hold it here, and exhale. Good. Now we're going to gently tap the floor and lift. Tap and lift. Good. Tap and lift. Slowly. Now notice your standing leg. Your standing leg also stays firm, and it does not sway to the left or right. Try to keep neutral balance. We go for 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and when we float, hold it here. We open both our limbs and close. We open and close. Your leg and arm is moving to the opposite side. Open and close. Open and close. Now, as you do this, the same principle, you want to really pull your belly to the spine. And close. We have 5 and 4, 3. Hold it. Last one. Good. Hold it for 3, 2, 1, and let go. Take a wide knee child pose. So knees are wide open. You're pressing your palms down. You're sinking your tailbone between your heels. Inhale and exhale. Whew. I don't know about you, but the last one I was shaking. Continue to breathe. Inhale and exhale. Feel the nice stretch in your lower back. And we're going to come up for the other side. So this time I'm going to swing around so you can see me better. So this time we're peeling off your right leg. And the same principle, we want to know if our palms are shifted to the one side. So let's try to really keep the equal weight in your palms, pressing firmly on the mat. Good. Now we're peeling off the opposite arm, which is left arm. So right leg up, left arm is up, coming into bird dog. So imagine that you have a glass of water sitting on top of your back. You really want to keep that balance. Your hips are square to the floor. This is really effective. We're just holding this position. By doing this, we're really training our muscle in a different way. We've got some dancers in the house. We jump around a lot, but it's really good to balance these isometric workouts on the side. Good. Let's keep for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to start tapping the floor. Tap and lift. Now, when you tap this, try to resist the temptation to just rest on the floor. We're really keeping it light. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. Think about that glass of water sitting on top of your back. 5 and 4, 3. We got 2 more. 2. Last one, we float up both of our leg and arm, and then we open and close. Open and close. Continue to press that palm away, puffing up the shoulder blades. Open and close. Open and close. We have 3 and 2. I'm joking. We did 5 and the other side. 2 more. And last one. Slowly come back. Hold. And we gently let go. Let's press back into child pose one more time. Inhale and exhale. Breathe through the back of your rib cage. Inhale and exhale. Good. Awesome. Oh, I'm warm now. Are you guys warm? Okay, so we're going to lie down facing up into the sky. Now, your palms are facing down, so your palms are pressing down, actively reaching, your energy is reaching through your fingertips, so not just resting, but actively pressing down. Good. Let's float your leg one at a time into a tabletop. Hold it here. So your knees are right above your hips. So you're keeping a sort of 90-degree reverse L shape. So we call this tabletop. If your feet are higher, that's called rooftop. So pick your choice. Good. And we're going to drop one tabletop into the mat, and we're going to lift. So think of more like your toe is tapping the mat. So reach out that one toe, and we're tapping the mat. Imagine that there is a bucket of water sitting right below your toes, and you're just dipping your toe, tap, and lifting up. The key to do this exercise is we want to keep it super slow, controlled movement. And again, pull your belly to the spine, because at the end of the day, this is not leg exercise, it's ab exercise. Good. You might not feel a ton right now, but if that's the case, try to press your each and every single vertebra, so your spine, onto the mat. So you'll feel more core exercise that way. Good. Let's interlace your hands and place it behind your head and come up into an ab curl. So we're taking one step up. So continue to toe tap, but we're lifting our head this time. Good. And you want to look beyond your toes, looking far ahead. And if your belly button is sticking up, pull it down, press it down into the spine. So we want to really hinge from your hips, not changing the shape of your leg. Good. Awesome forms. Great. Another tip, if your hip flexors are kind of overpowering, you can open up your knees into diamond shape. That way you'll feel less pressure. Let's go for 2 more each side. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale, lift. Last one. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale. We come back into tabletop. Hold it here. Now we're going to extend your right leg into 45 degrees. Good. And now we're going to alternate. Good. Alternating 45 degrees. Now your toes are pointed. Your spine is neutral, if not imprinted, into the mat. Good. Continue to alternate. We have 5 each side. 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2. Let's hold it here at 1. Now I'm twisting my chest into that knee and coming into crisscross. And we switch. Notice my shoulder blade is off of the mat. So you're thinking more armpit to the knee rather than your elbow to your knee. So try to resist the temptation to close down. So you're opening up your elbows, and we crisscross and switch and switch and switch. Let's try not to use momentum. Inhale to switch, exhale to lift up. Really squeeze that belly into the spine. Feel that oblique muscle. Good. Let's speed it up a little bit. We switch and we switch. 5 and 5. 4 and 4. 3 and 3. Keep that lemon between your chin and your chest. Last one. 1 and 1. We hold it here, and we're going to pulse up. 10, 9, 8. If this is too intense, option to extend your arms in front of you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's switch side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Really squeeze. 2. And last one, hold at the top and gently let go. Hug your knees. Knees wide open. And gentle rock from side to side. Inhale and exhale. Awesome. Now we're going to come right back up. A few more to go. Really fun stuff. Now I want you to lift up your legs all the way to 90 degrees to the sky. And now you're reaching your arms all the way as if someone's grabbing your hand and pulling toward that side. Now let's lower your legs to maybe somewhere between 45 degrees and 90 degrees, depending on what feels good for your lower back. And we're going to start to pump our arms. Now, the key thing to notice here is that your belly button is digging into the spine. So you really want to remove all the gap between yourself and the mat, or keeping a neutral spine if that's in the body. So we start to pumping your arms. Your arms are strong and straight, keeping the energy reaching through your fingertips and energy reaching through your toes as well. Your head is lifted. If this is too much for your head, too much tension in your neck, you can also assist with one arm and continue to pump with the other arm. And you can alternate. Let's press those heels together and really squeezing your inner thighs. Let's go for 100. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Option to keep a soft bend in your knees if you want to focus more on your back. I'm going to go with that today. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. Two more, guys. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. Good. Continue to reach forward, and rest your head. Shake your head. No, from side to side. We have one more to go. So we're going to grab onto your shin like this and curl up yourself like a little ball. Good. Now I'm going to press both my arm and my legs open wide and then circle my arms and coming into that ball again. So we open and we close. And each time the movement is driving from your core. So your core is digging into your spine so much that it's bringing your legs in. Open and close. If this is too much on your neck and shoulder, option to just rest it on the floor. But in that case, you have to be extra careful about pulling your belly button into the spine. Let's go for 3 more. 2. And last one. And gently let go. Shake your head side to side. Drop your knees to one side and look over the other side. So I'm dropping my knees to the left side and I'm looking over to the right shoulder. Inhale and exhale. Feel that twist. Inhale and exhale. Pulling your navel to the spine one more time. Exhale. Good. Now we're switching our legs. We're dropping to the right side and looking over to the left shoulder. Inhale and exhale. I like to think that I'm breathing through the back of your rib cage. That way you'll engage your core even as you're doing this stretch. Good. Squeeze your obliques at your own time. Let's slowly come up. Good. So I have a really interesting bridge exercise for you. So let's continue to press that palm away. And now we're going to float your hips into the air and coming into bridge. Now let's check our posture one more time. Shoulder, hips, and knees are aligned. Good. And your belly button is scooping in. So you almost want to think of your pelvis tucking in towards your belly button a little bit so that you're keeping that neutral spine. If your ribs are flaring up like this, go ahead and close them. Good. And we're going to slowly roll from the top vertebrae all the way down into sacrum. And now we're going to peel our spine up from your tailbone all the way to your chest. One more time. Roll down. And we slowly peel off our spine. Good. Now imagine that you have a ball or some object between your knees, so you don't want to widen your knees as you're doing this. So you want to continue to think about your inner thighs actively working. Good, really good posture, guys. Peel off and roll down. Let's go for two more. Peel off and roll down. Last one. We're going to peel off, stay at the top. We're going to lift our right leg into the sky, or you can also lower it for more advanced option. And I'm going to flex my foot and lower my leg. So your arms are still active, and you're going to point and lift up. Flex my foot as if I'm brushing something, and you're going to lift up with your toes pointed. Good. Continue that for maybe about 5 reps here. Point and up. So the entire time, your left leg is struggling. Try to stay up. Brushing up and toes pointed up. So if your left glute is dropping, go ahead and press it up one more time. And last one, we stay at the top. Your toe is pointed, toes are pointed. Now we're poking the sky by lifting up the entire bridge. Let's pulse up and up. Good. Really digging into the standing glutes. We have 10 and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Stay at the top, and lower, and rest your hips. Hug your knees one more time. This one's a killer. It really wakes up your glutes. You're like, oh, what are you doing? It's a really big shock. All right, we're gonna go straight back into the next side. So this time coming up to bridge. Inhale. Now the same principle. So you want to really scoop in your belly by tucking your pelvis towards your belly button. So keep that tension at all times. I'm going to lift up my left leg. Toes are pointed. Good. We hold it here. Now, another temptation that we always get is to flare your hips like this. So lower, if that's the case, go ahead and square your hips. Good. Now we gently flex our foot and brush it down and lift up by pointing our toes. Flex our foot, brush it down. It's kind of like a little dance movement. I like to think that I'm brushing like a big wall or something. Good. Let's go for 5 more. So your right glute this time is really working. Try to keep that balance while left leg is doing its thing. 2 more. Last one, we stay at the top. Pressing your arms. Good. We're going to pulse up to the sky. Poke that sky with your toes. Good. We have 10 and 9, 8. You guys got this. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, we stay at the top. Squeeze it out and gently place everything back. Hug your knees one more time. So if you kind of look at Pilates doing from far out, it kind of seems like everybody's lying down or they're lying on their belly. So it looks really easy, but as you can see, it really gets you after a few core exercises like this. Good. Let's take a quick water break. Awesome. Coming back into this side. So we're gonna go for some fun plank series right away. So this time, let's keep it fun and we're gonna press our forearms down onto the mat, right? Really grinding them firmly. I like to keep my fists like this, knuckles facing forward. And now I'm gonna come into a plank. Find your optimal plank and float up. Your ear, shoulder, hips are aligned. Good, let's hold it here. So common thing that I see is that people tend to drop the head, but let's go ahead and gaze to beyond the edge of your mat and try to keep that back of your neck is also long. Now I'm gonna press down my heels without moving anything else, just press my heels. And now I'm going to stand up my toes. So really scooting out of just your shoulders, not moving the entire plank. We scoot back and scoot forward. Scoot back and scoot forward. Good. Continue that. I'm going to check on you guys. Good. Nice. Beautiful forms. Drop your hips a little bit down. Good. We go for 2 more. Forward and back. Forward and back. Now, we're going to go straight into a stepping out. So your right leg is stepping out, left leg is stepping out. If you need a quick break, it's okay, but come right back up because you want to challenge yourself. Good. So we try to step it out. Let's go for 5 more. 5. Now the entire time you're doing this, your belly button is actively shooting up toward your belly, toward your spine. Last 2. Last 1. And take a quick breather. Whew. And we have one more fun thing to go. Roll your shoulders. Now coming right back in to our forearm plank. So your legs are hip distance apart. So make sure your hips are not piking like this. So you're dropping your hips. I'm going to draw a rainbow. So my hips are dipping to the left and dipping to the right. So it's kind of like drawing a rainbow with my hips. Dipping to the left and dipping to the right. Each time you do this, try to lift out of your obliques. Good. So the highest point of the rainbow, you want to really pull your belly button into the spine, engaging your core. Let's go for 3 each side. 3 and 3. 2 and 2. 1 and 1. Slowly drop yourself, and you're lying down on your bellies. Whew. That was spicy, wasn't it? All right. Now I want you to go ahead and kind of come into like a Superman position here. So if you have lower back sensitivity, like I do, an option is you can come into frog legs and you're pressing your heels together. So you're really kind of anchoring your pelvis onto the mat. And again, you're kind of lifting up. So this is one option. Otherwise, you can just float up both of your legs into the air like this. So pick your choice. So my legs are lifted and my arms are also lifted this time. And we lower them and we lift. Lower and lift. We did a lot of front-facing focusing work. So this is going to balance that by working your back muscle. So next time you float up, let's hold it here. I'm bringing my elbows close to my rib cage and kind of drawing a W shape here and stretching it out and pulling a W shape and stretching it out. Good. So your sternum is still lifted. Your collarbone is still lifted off of the mat, right? And as you do this, your belly wants to rest, but let's keep your navel to the spine one more time. Good. Each time we pull our elbows, we're squeezing those lats and we're squeezing those shoulder blades together. We have 3 and 2 and 1. We hold it here. Now keeping the W, we're gonna lift the entire W up into the sky. So 2 inches back and down. So your W is floating up one more inch and you're lowering. Yes. If it's possible, try to keep your torso steady while you're just doing that extra squeeze for your W. Yeah. Let's go for 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower everything. Whew. Take a quick rest. We have one more thing to go. So this time, let's place both of your palms facing up the ceiling, and you're coming into a mini cobra, and we're lifting up your arms as high as you can. Really feel that tricep. You're lowering your shoulders away from your ears, and we're gonna pump it up into the sky. So lift up, up, and up. Your palms are facing up the ceiling. You're really feeling that tricep squeeze. Take a micro pause at the top and really feel the squeeze and then lower. Good energy reaching through your fingertips. Someone's pulling your hands toward your feet. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top. Now we're drawing circles. Circles. And the opposite way. Circles. Good. And squeeze at the top one more time. Press your palms all the way to the highest point. Hold for 5 and 4, 3, I know, 2, and 1. Relax everything. Let's pull yourself up and pressing down into a down dog. Inhale and exhale. So your knees are wide open. You're dropping your tailbone in between your heels. One more time. As you do this, try to lift up your mid back a little bit. That way you really feel that lower back stretch. Good. Let's curl our toes on the mat and bring yourself up into down dog. Paddle everything out. My favorite stretch. Your belly's super pulled into the spine. One more time. Just pedal everything out. Relax your neck. Good. Let's walk yourself into closer to your hands. I'm going to face you guys. Let's grab onto the elbows. Good. You're grabbing to your elbows and swaying your spine from side to side, bending your knees. Inhale. Sway your spine from side to side. Release your elbows. And you're shaking your head no, releasing all that stress in your neck and shoulder. Change your mind and you nod your head yes. Good. And slowly, when you're ready, inhale to prepare and exhale to slowly roll yourself up and one vertebrae at a time. Good. All right, that's it. Thank you so much for coming today.